Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's all alone. Tyrod Taylor. Touchdown, LA. Tyrod Taylor, 75 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is DJ Reed returning. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Jamal Adams there on
this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2nd and 14. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Rams 14. Seahawks.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A terrific. Run there by Penny, 69 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll run. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
LA Rams.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they're well past past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Rams 14, Seahawks 3.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks' 6-yard line.
Second and 6.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lands up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their...
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down now. Akers, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down, Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 19 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Rams 23.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Latavius Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Going up top for Cup. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll pitch it out to Akers. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He fires one, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking downfield and this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
And goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Another try for Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Baker is the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Seattle Seahawks.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going right back to Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Taylor flush to his right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Able to locate his running back open downfield. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Number 23.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
There on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Rams.
From the gun again to Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is
is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back all the way past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He may try and run for this. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
7 yards.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.